Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe and
there we go. That was a loud version of my voice.
Hey, I love that. You know, I never caught a rainy day parade. I've only watched them on videos like that one. I never did.
I've only caught it twice, and I am such a fan. I was getting rid of the video, so nothing, no gremlins could come and mess up our flow.
It is April Fool's Day. You know what I was gonna do?
What?
I was gonna totally turn off my camera and make you think like something messed up.
That would have been so good. That would have been great. I would have totally panicked. Like you would have gotten me hook, line, and sinker.
Anyway, hello everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy April Fool's Day.
I know. And I see we have a whole bunch of people on. I see Raouf is here. Hey, Raouf. I'm guessing Raouf is referring to Kat. I don't think Raouf is referring to I see Randy's in the house. Hey, Randy.
I see that Chris Boyer misses Disney parades. They miss you too, Chris.
I do too. Although, do I like... Yes, but not that much because I love cavalcades. Like I'm totally cool.
I do too. I really do like the pop-up element of that where you're just minding your business, walking around, and then this loud music comes on and you're like, oh, who's it going to be this time? I do love that. But you know what I miss the most?
Fireworks?
No. Nighttime parades.
Oh,
it's a nighttime parade. We haven't had one.
Which was your favorite? Was it the electrical parade?
It is really close between the electrical parade and Spectrum Magic.
You know which one I am.
I know.
I'm Spectrum Magic all the way.
Yeah, I know. And you know, Paint the Night was impressive, but it's I don't know. It's a little much for me. It's a little too over the top.
I know what you mean. Like I am. Oh, I just got the notification now, by the way. So maybe we'll have some fresh people joining because I just got the notification myself that we're live. So.
Oh, really? Just now?
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, goodness.
But yes, I loved Paint the Night too. I thought it was awesome. I think that we saw it twice. I think.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we were. Yeah.
And it was so cool. So weird. It had that modern Disney feel, which I also love, but Spectrum Magic had that classic Disney feel, which is what we're all about.
For sure. What do you guys say? Yeah, boo to you, definitely for sure. That's a specialty thing though. Yeah, we've got a lot of Spectrum Magics too. Patrick, he's a West Coaster, so I see it. I see you, Patrick. The Main Street Electrical Parade. There's just something about it.
Yeah. Randy is asking if I am counting down to something. Yes, I am. And we are going to get to that in a second. And before we get to that, because we have a very, very exciting announcement to share with you guys. But before we even get to that, help us help you, because we have some prizes coming up. Before we get to the announcement, of course, the debate, but also before we get to those prizes, feel free to help us out and share the video, tag some of your favorite Disney pals in the comments, bring them all on because we are so excited to share this news with everyone. And plus, give other people some chances to win some prizes. Why not?
Yeah. Everybody join the fun. The more the merrier. Someone just said that, I think they're referring to the Big Thunder Mountain poster behind me. It looks like a Mickey pretzel. Maybe you have Mickey pretzels on the mind. I usually do. And I didn't have one this past trip because someone told me I would enjoy a different kind of pretzel much more. And he was severely mistaken.
Who could that be?
I wonder.
So, for a quick second, while we have some others joining, tell me your take on that sweet cream cheese pretzel. Like, tell me what happened.
So I went to the lunching pad, and I was really just going to get, my Mickey pretzel and frozen Coke. Frozen Coke was, always on the table. And then I'm looking, I'm like, well, I really don't have a picture of the sweet cream cheese pretzel. And, but do they have the jalapeno? No. So it's only the cream cheese or the regular. So I was there for work. This is a work trip. I have to do what's, in the best interest of Disney science. So I order the sweet cream cheese pretzel. Looking at it, I knew I wasn't going to like it right away. It doesn't even look like a pretzel. It just looks like puffy bread with stuff inside in the shape of a pretzel. But anyway, I grabbed my tray, couldn't find a seat. I had to go all the way over by Space Mountain. Do you remember when they had the Tron vehicles that you could sit on?
Yeah.
I had to go all the way over there. But that was fine. Got to people watch and stuff. So I broke it open, and I just knew I just knew by the look of it, it wasn't going to be for me. Now, the bread part was fine, and I like cream cheese. That's the thing. Like, if I order a bagel, I'm like, pile on the cream cheese. I really like it.
Yeah.
But the sweet part, I did not like the sweet cream cheese taste. And I gave it 3 bites. I did, maybe after the second one, maybe the third one will do it.
3 bites is fair. I respect 3 bites.
I gave it a fair shot.
I don't know. I like the cream cheese pretzel even more than the pepper jack or the jalapeno pretzel.
So Joe, really, you like it more than the jalapeno? I think I would like that better. It was not worse than school bread, Joe. So good question. If we are debating school bread or sweet cream cheese pretzel, that is my nightmare, but I would choose the pretzel. Hi, Lee.
I just completely and totally spoiled our surprise. I am the worst.
We better say it before you
tell me anything and keep it a secret. I'm just. Oh, look, everyone's remembering, Kat, of your school bread chronicles.
Yeah. I know better. I know. Now, what I've learned, Joanna, that I really can't trust Danny's opinion. So I will never ask him if my hair looks good or anything else because I can't trust him.
So Randy has a question. Randy is asking whose idea it was to make the Cinderella castle background in pink. That was me. I was trying to be like Easter festive, and just even though it's not like technically an Easter show, I was just trying to throw a little dash of Easter in just a little randomly. And I don't know. I kind of think that it's a little fun. We have the pink with the all the names.
I think it's fun.
Fun enough.
You know what's missing though? Our names.
I just noticed that too, and I have to see.
It doesn't matter. I think they know who we are.
I think so too.
But if you don't, I'm Kat Wolf, Chief Businesswoman at Get Down to Business. You like how I segue into there?
I love that. I figured it out.
There we go.
And I am Danny McBride, as you can tell, a co-host here at Debating Disney, but also the Chief Magic Officer at Dad's Guide to WDW, and social media manager for a whole bunch of other Disney-themed outlets here, and a writer for WDW Magazine. On Team Business, as always, Team Destinations to Travel. So, I've, I'm a part of all these different Disney families that we have.
So Randy's heckling us tonight. He's saying it's taken you this long to figure that out, Kat, that our names were missing. Yes, Randy. I challenge you to get in front of the hot lights in front of all these people. And your Nan is on.
Hey, there she is. Hey, Nan.
Yeah. And Chris Boyer's Cat and Big Daddy D. I love it. That's what your name should say.
Oh,
all right.
Morgan. Okay, so I think, should we spill the beans on the big announcement?
We better before you do.
Good idea. So should we say it together after a 3, 2, 1 countdown?
Yes.
Okay, and then we can elaborate and do the whole, details of everything.
Okay.
So 3, 2, 1.
We're going to
Disney World.
Yes, we're going to Disney World together for the first time in quite a while.
Very long time.
Can I tell them the story of how I was peer pressured into it?
I would love that.
So if you've been following along, I actually just got back from Disney World on Friday, palling around with my friends Brianna and Casey. But then I was talking with Danny the other day about our show and what we're going to talk about tonight. And his mom was there, who I love. If you're watching, hey, Web. And it just occurred to her that I needed to be there with them and do some videos for the show and hang out with them and have a good time. And she really lays it on. You don't want to disappoint this woman. Am I right, Danny?
Yes.
It's almost impossible to say no. And when you're talking about a Disney trip, it's really not that hard to say no or not say yes. So yeah, we're making it happen. We're gonna be down there.
Yeah, so we are gonna be there together on the 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Yes.
So we have Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom on the plus a Disney Springs night / second part of the day.
I am excited about that. We did a little bit of Disney Springs this past trip. We actually had dinner at Wine Bar George, which was really nice. And then we went to Gideon's Bakehouse. Holy moly, half-pound cookies, guys. I brought them home. Family loved it. I am now I am on the hook to bring more back. But this time we're going to eat at Boathouse. Is that where we're?
Yep.
And I've never eaten there, so I'm really excited.
I ate there once years ago. It must have been, it was right after it opened, so it had to be 5+ years ago, at least. So it's been a while.
Oh, Joanna, this month in 11 days for me.
Yeah, I am heading down. So I think we talked a little bit about this kind of whirlwind plan that I have going on during our last show. But I'm heading down in 6 days. So actually, it's literally less than a week away from now. It's the Thursday coming up. Yes. So we are staying at Old Key West for a night, then having breakfast at Ale & Compass at the Yacht Club the next morning. So I have never done that. I'm super excited. Then we're actually, believe it or not, which I wouldn't do anything other than, we did talk about this last time because someone shared that they have a family member that works for WWE, which is related to what I'm going to do down in Tampa because I'll be at WrestleMania. So that's a 2-night event. So I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to be meeting Hulk Hogan. So I'll be at Ale & Compass, full-blown Hulk Hogan garb that morning. The one time that I won't be wearing all Disney stuff, I'll be wearing wrestling stuff. So we're going to be doing that. And then when Kat gets there, we're going to be almost getting to Epcot at the same time on the 12th. So we'll be driving back up to Orlando and checking into the boardwalk. And then out, and we have, I think, 3 or 4 nights there, and then 1 more night at the Beach Club to round it off, coming back home on Friday the 16th, I think. So we have quite a jam-packed schedule.
It's going to be amazing. Kevin Brubaker is asking if those cookies run out by early afternoon. We did not get there until 9 o'clock at night, and they had everything except their cookie of the day. They were sold out of that. But what I will say is if you do get into Gideon's, try the peanut butter coffee. It was so good. And I really only like peanut butter on my bread, maybe with a little bit of jelly, but I don't like peanut butter and chocolate together. But because my husband loves it, I was like, you know what, let me get peanut butter coffee. Let me just try it and see if he would really love it for the next time we go. It is so smooth and not heavy peanut butter. I definitely recommend that.
Do you want to know who is obsessed with peanut butter?
Who?
Me.
You? Really? I didn't know that.
It's happened increasingly over the past year and a half or so. I can just eat peanut butter out of a jar like it's a snack.
Yeah, you and my husband both. Everything. Peanut butter on everything. Hey, Michelle. Nice to see you here.
Wait, where is Michelle? Michelle is going to be at the boardwalk.
Yes.
Overlapping with.
She is. So, Michelle, I am staying at Saratoga Springs. At first, I have to tell you my little thing here. At first, I was trying to get something in the boardwalk area. Didn't happen. So then I was like, on Danny's suggestion, stay at the Swan and Dolphin. You can get a decent rate there. Okay, great. But there's no Magical Express, and I don't Uber from the airport by myself. So I was like, all right, now what? So I remembered I have a few DVC points, so I'm using them at Saratoga Springs. So Michelle, you cannot walk me over to Epcot, unfortunately, but we will make it a point to connect and see each other. I will be there the 12th, 13th, and 14th, and I think you leave the 13th, so we'll make it a point to see you on the 12th.
I would love that. By the way, I have to deflect for a moment. Charles, you mean that you are also going to WrestleMania? If you are, let me know if you're going to both nights and where your seats are, because that would be wild to run into each other there. That would just be amazing.
Danny, where are your seats?
My seats are, I am beyond over the moon. I am on the floor, dead center to the ring, with the stage to the right, row 5. So I
yes, Randy, his countdown there, his light is flashing.
I don't know what is going on with this thing, and it has pretty fresh batteries. I don't run it all the time.
Yes, you do. You have that countdown flashing all the time, too. Yeah, me too, Michelle. Hey, Shannon. I see Shannon's here now.
Oh, Charles, that is awesome. That would be amazing. I will, and Kat is going to be watching.
I am.
Try to get pictures of,
screenshots, 100%.
Me on, in the background in the crowd. So hopefully she'll be sharing some footage of that, so you can try to see all the colors that I'll be wearing, and we can try.
Are you going to go dressed as Hulk Hogan to the actual event, or just for the meet?
I was going to be dressed up as Hulk Hogan with everything, the feathers, the whole 9 yards, for night 1 of WrestleMania. Now that I'm meeting him on Friday, I'm altering all of the plans. So I'm going to dress up as Hulk Hogan to meet Hulk Hogan.
But not
for the show.
Okay.
So last minute, I'm having to put together an unbelievable wrestling outfit last minute. I mean,
it's going to be awesome.
I see Shannon is on. Hey, Shannon. Shannon is, if you guys don't know, which I think most of you would know by now, that Shannon is the owner of Destinations to Travel, which is the logo all the way over there, our amazing show sponsor. And we have been partnered with them literally since day 1. They are always our go-to agency. And
speaking of day 1, today is Destinations to Travel's anniversary.
That is right. I saw that point today. So congrats to Shannon, the whole D2 Travel family. That is it 9 or 10
8
years?
8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Amazing. And yesterday was her birthday. So how about a little birthday love for Shannon?
Let's throw some birthday emojis in the comments.
I love it.
Let's make the comments like fly. Let's see what we can do.
Let's see them, guys. Birthday emojis. Woohoo! Oh, Kelly wants to know if you're wearing a wig too.
No wig,
What?
no bandana. I know. So I'm doing the feathers, even though it's going to be in Clearwater Beach in Florida. I'm going to be wearing they're called a chalk line jacket. It's like a very colorful. It's all red with like yellow on. It's like a very like cool material jacket. A yellow and red Hulkamania shirt, red shorts, and the sneakers. I have like really cool gold and white Ric Flair sneakers. Another old school wrestling stuff like that. And any other like things that I can find to like throw in.
You're gonna be sweating so badly. It's gonna be so much fun though, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Be crazy. Guys, you are killing it with all of these comments.
Yes.
It's amazing.
I love it.
I love them. I'll put up a whole bunch.
All right, so yep, we are going to Disney. We're just gonna start making these plans.
I know we have to get like so many things figured out. We have to like get the must-do lists going. I mean, we've been wanting to take a trip like this for so long. I mean, this is something that we've just been dreaming about since the last one that we did.
Well, you know what they say, when you dream of something more than once, it's sure to come true. Who said that?
I think I know. And if you guys know as well, let us know what movie that quote is from, and you can win one of our Debating Disney stickers.
Look at that. So I'll say it again. They say if you dream a thing more than once, it's sure to come true. What movie, Disney movie, was that quote from? Let's see if you all know.
I love it.
There's some really fast fingers, but I don't see anybody right now.
I don't yet.
Google. Yes, yes, yes.
Cat Edward wants to know if he can come.
Sure, come on, Edward. So we should actually do a show, don't you think, while we're there? Like a full-on show?
Yep.
And maybe we should do a live food debate. That's like your favorite thing in the entire world.
Of course. Hands down.
I know. I'm not a big fan of eating on camera, but I'll do it for you.
Aw, thanks. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to kill it.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. So the whole thing, of course, my initial reaction was, yeah, I'll totally come. But, I'm in a partnership here. So I had to consult my husband. He was like, is it going to be fun? I'm like, oh yeah. He's like, then you should go. I mean, everybody should marry a guy like this.
Craig is like the perfect hype man / yes man. Like he will never.
And technical difficulties, man. He helped me out.
Yeah, he was a tech support before.
I just wish he could come next time.
Yes, we have to make sure that happens next time.
I see a couple of right answers.
Me too.
A couple of wrong answers.
This is a fun one.
Yeah. I love it.
Me too. And
all right, what do you say we get the show on the road?
I think so. We can just talk. I mean, what in the world are we going to do? I mean, what are we going to do with ourselves? This is going to be.
I know what you're going to do. You know what you're going to do? You're going to give something away right now.
How did you know? We're going to give this away. We're going to give away this awesome Toy Story alien pen. So to win this, Kat, what emoji do you think? Do you think a pen emoji? Do you think an alien emoji? Should we go?
Is there an alien emoji? Is that going to be one of those things that nobody can find? Let's do a pen emoji. Keep it real simple.
Pen emoji works. By the way, guys, we have some other prize winners to announce. So we're going to probably by tomorrow morning, we'll have tonight's winners and our most recent winners in one big post. So we have some fun stuff to give away. This will be the first giveaway of the night. We have another fun one that I think is even more fun than this coming up a little bit later after the debate. So yeah, that pen emoji will enter you to win. And one lucky person will see their name announced in our winners post coming soon.
Okay, so you know what we have to get back to doing? Remember when we used to tell everyone to prepare the emojis?
Yeah, that was good.
That's what we need to do. We need to get back on that horse, the emoji horse.
Yeah.
And let people know to have them, right there in their holster.
I know, because then you can tap. It's like a fun little setup. It's a little prep work for the show. You go in, you can click on the things, then you're frequently used. It's nice. It's a fun little, extra.
I like the way Shauna did that. 2 pens, a green heart, and 2 pens.
Look at that.
So cute.
So creative. Okay. So it is debate time. And if you saw some of our posts leading up to tonight's show, it is not just debate night. It is time for an attraction battle. And we both feel rather passionately about the attraction that each of us chose. Kat's is rather obvious. My side. So, Kat, I will start by asking you, since you have the luckiness of going first tonight on our schedule, which attraction would you rather ride, Space Mountain or Big Thunder Mountain Railroad?
Do I really need to answer? So am I beating you on the props here? I've got my poster. I've got my cowboy hat. I am more prepared for the wildest ride in the wilderness than you are for going to space, I think.
I know. I don't.
No props?
And no, I have nothing with Space Mountain.
You don't even have a poster? I have a poster.
No, I had a pen. I had a pen, but I can't even find that. I don't know where.
All right. So,
nope.
Big Thunder Mountain. Hands down, the clear winner. I don't really have much of an outline. I don't really think I need to debate this too much because Big Thunder Mountain is the superior ride. It is not only an indoor dark ride attraction, but it also goes outside, so you can get nice fresh air. You've got amazing views of the Magic Kingdom when you get up top at the highest point of the mountain. There are incredible details. There's animatronics. It's like, I say this all the time, but it's like that quintessential Disney feeling. The queue, which has been relatively recently refurbished, has a lot of fun things that you can do, not right now with COVID, but a lot of details. It really does tell the story of the cursed Big Thunder Mountain and all the things that have happened to the miners. You can see that the town is flooded because of this curse. And you know what? It's even better at night too, even though you can come in and out and it's dark and you come outside, it's still dark, but all of that scenery as you're going around the mountain, it's still alive. There's, you can see that there's things happening inside the saloon. So cool. I think probably the most memorable thing about it is its catchphrase. Everyone knows, hang on to your hats and glasses because you're in for the wildest ride in the wilderness. I don't think Space Mountain has a catchphrase, does it?
I mean, not exactly.
Yeah, that's the answer. Did you know? Here's a little fun fact. Oh, okay, you've got Big Thunder.
I know. I found a little somewhat removed prop, so I'll hold that one.
Okay, so hold that. Did you know? All right, so Space Mountain, I really can only do every once in a while because it really hurts my back and neck, where Big Thunder Mountain does not. But one of the things Big Thunder Mountain is known for, this is actually a thing, it will help dislodge kidney stones. Did you know that? People have reported that after they ride Big Thunder Mountain, their kidney stone passes, which is pretty funny. But it does not hurt my neck. It doesn't hurt my back. It's got thrills, but not too crazy thrills. So pretty much anyone can feel comfortable going on it. I think, the only thing I feel Big Thunder Mountain is missing to make it like that whole experience is a ride photo. That is one of the things that I really wish that they had. But for any Disney ride, it's a great length. It's 3 minutes and 25 seconds. And I feel like when you think you've done the last fast pass, there is another one. So I do feel like it gives you a lot of bang for whatever wait time you had there. It's definitely something that I would use fast pass on if it was actually something you could do. But absolutely, it is something I would recommend you do at Rope Drop too. Rope Drop and end of the evening, ride it twice in a day because 2 different experiences. Unlike the one you're about to talk about, basically just being thrown around, tossed around in the dark. But you go ahead.
That was quite the segue. So, does this happen to count as a prop? I mean, it's just generic Tomorrowland.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Why didn't I take out pins? I have Space Mountain pins. I completely forgot about pins.
Don't pull out the pin book. We'll be here. We'll take your word for it. You probably have 10.
We're already behind schedule.
I know, no pins.
Had a better, concept of time here tonight. I could have just sifted through all my books. It would have been the wildest show and whatever. So, moving on to space. Oh, I almost had a glitch happen here.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know what happened, but I think I should hit stop so I don't accidentally share this other screen. Because I'm covering. Okay, we are good. We almost had a malfunction. So, Space Mountain opened back in 75. What I love about Space Mountain, arguably just as much as the attraction itself, is the queue. That Star Tunnel music, there is like a 4-hour music loop on YouTube, and that's like one of my go-tos. I just love
it. Relaxing.
Right? I love to get in the zone with some work, plug away, have a cup of coffee. Like my ideal morning on like a Saturday or a Sunday is to wake up at like 4:45 or 5 o'clock in the morning, make a cup of coffee, sit on the couch, plug in the headphones, turn up the volume pretty high with the Star Tunnel music, and just have like a blast just getting in the zone. So I love, love, love the Star Tunnel music. I love the queue. I have little effects in the queue on the right-hand side, like as you move, like it's little beveled out and the stars seem to like follow you as you kind of zoom by. I think all of that is so cool. I must be honest, I don't love those games that are on the standby queue. They're not exactly my cup of tea. And even pre-COVID, I wasn't really big on touching those kind of things anyway. So I never really opted to go for those much. But at least we have some interactive queue elements, unlike some other attractions over in Frontierland.
Actually, there is an interactive part to it.
There is?
Yeah, I didn't really know until I started researching for this, but pre-COVID, there was a thing that you could do and control a little explosion. I really want to go back and try it now.
With the app thing, with the Play Disney Parks thing?
I don't know. But it says you can, so there is an interactive element. I have to tell you one thing before you carry on. Big Thunder Mountain was part of a huge Frontierland expansion. They were going to do this whole big thing, and they actually just extracted the ride from their vision of this. I forget what it was called, but they actually put the development of Big Thunder Mountain on hold in favor of Space Mountain. They could only do one, and they chose Space Mountain first.
That is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I will take Joanna on my team, by the way, because she says, I don't like the safety bar on Big Thunder Mountain. I keep lifting off my seat if I'm with someone who is bigger than me, not a fan. So I think after April 12th to the 14th, that Kat, you are going to become much less of a Big Thunder Mountain fan.
Why?
Because if you are riding with me, you will be experiencing that issue.
You're gonna hold on to your leg. I'll be white knuckling it. That's part of the fun. That's the thrill, Joanna. Maybe I'll fall off. Maybe I won't.
Yeah, it's going to add a little extra element of surprise. You don't know what you're in for. You could literally be in for the wildest ride of your life on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. That's what we could be up against.
I love what Kelly is saying. I love Big Thunder Mountain at night when the fireworks are going off. It's magical. Yes, that and the People Mover. Please open up again. But yes, fireworks at night on those rides. Amazing.
So good. I love it. So, Space Mountain, if you are unfamiliar, is a bobsled style attraction. And I think that it's no coincidence that the Matterhorn is my favorite Disneyland attraction. Again, bobsled style. So I think that I have a little like extra classic Disney value in.
Your back and neck don't hurt after both of those. I come off and like, oh. Granted, I do have quite a few years on you.
I mean, Space Mountain definitely does throw you around, I think, much more than Big Thunder. But I think that's like the fun of it, is that it's like a little rickety and kind of, a little.
Yeah, talk to me when you're, in your 40s, and we'll see if that's the fun of it for you.
I mean, we shall see. Well, more to come. So there's two different tracks for Space Mountain. They are nearly identical. Both are 2.5 minutes long. One, the Alpha side, is actually 10 feet longer than the Omega side. I thought that was kind of cool.
It's only a 2.5 minute ride.
Yeah, I see what you're getting at.
That's really short for the long wait times that you can experience on Space Mountain.
I know, but I do go for quality over quantity. Like, it's not just in the duration. It's that you're on there and you're getting tossed around. You're not having to like build up this anticipation, and you get on Big Thunder and you're like, fun, but just
if I wanted to get tossed around in the dark, I mean, I could do that anywhere. Greg, toss me around in the dark. Leave the Space Mountain loop. Woohoo! I'm
there. Yeah, very true. But
I love making Danny crack. I really do.
That was a good one. So this was also Space Mountain 44-inch height requirement, which pretty standard for that type of coaster. But what I think is so cool, and I want to get this right, when the stereophonic sound effects were added to Space Mountain back in 2010, a guy named Mike Brassel, who is the composer of the primary score that is currently used for Space Mountain, he is also the narrator for the TTA People Mover and for Living with the Land. How cool is that? I think that was unbelievable. I honestly did not know that until I was doing some research about Space Mountain, and I was like, no way. I literally live for that type of.
That's what I love about these debates, because, I mean, if we didn't do any research, we could certainly debate on, what we like about it. But I found out that the narrator on Big Thunder Mountain is also the voice of Ben Franklin over in the American Adventure.
That is
crazy,
so
right?
Cool. I love that. So, sidebar debate. I have been having this own internal battle in my head for the last couple of trips that I've been on. I want to do the American Adventure stage show. I haven't done it in years, and I love it. But it's so long. And every time I always opt to, I go into the day saying, yes, I'm going to do the American Adventure today. I'm going to stick to it, and it's going to happen. And then cut to scene, I'm at the American Adventure Pavilion, and I just want to see Voices of Liberty or go to Regal Eagle or obviously eat. shop in the Art of Disney store there. So are you pro seeing the American Adventure stage show, or are you more along the lines of skipping?
Are you asking me or everyone else?
Both.
Yes, I'm definitely going to make you do it this time. I love it. And I mean, if the weather is anything like it was last week, I was dying in Epcot. It was so hot. Disney does not crank up the air conditioning like they used to in the good old days where you could just like walk by a gift shop and get relief. You got to go deep into somewhere, open up a freezer or something. But America definitely won me over this time because their bathrooms, I almost pulled a bench into that bathroom because it was so cold in there. It was great. So that's a pro tip for all of you who are getting really hot in Epcot. Just head over to the American bathrooms.
I love those bathrooms.
So yes, let's do the American Adventure Show.
I'm up for it. And like you said, if it's hot, why not? Like, just hop on in.
Yeah.
I see a lot of American Adventure love. Penny is all for it. Steven says pro. Joanna says pro. Barry, Sarah, another great concept when it's raining.
Or too hot.
Yeah.
We missed a comment though, and I think this works in your favor. Joanna has a good point that Big Thunder Mountain has some really long wait times in the hot sun. That's a very good point, Joanna, and that's why I only do it either fast pass or at night. Because I'm sun sensitive with lupus. I can't wait out in that hot sun. So good point.
Yeah. No way.
I think it's clear Joanna is Team Danny tonight.
I think so too. I recruited Joanna. I openly said that I would like to take Joanna on my team for the night. So, I mean, yeah, it's a great coaster. It's classic Disney. I also love the little history behind the reasoning for the queue being so long indoors, because it was actually built to go underneath the railroad tracks that are basically making the attraction itself outside of the railroad tracks, which I think is pretty cool. And what else I love about Space Mountain is something that you can get a little bit of from Big Thunder Mountain, but literally just a little teeny tiny bit. When you are at the Contemporary, or if you're on the monorail and you're heading from the Magic Kingdom to the Contemporary, you can see Space Mountain front and center, and it makes for great monorail photo ops to take of the park from afar. The Contemporary, when you're watching the fireworks there, if you're at California Grill, Top of the World Lounge, Space Mountain lit up at night, and you can just like watch the lights that change as they go around the dome of Space Mountain. It just makes for such a cool photo op, and it just adds something else to look at. It's like one of the primary, I think, icons of the park, especially from those views where you're trying to get like that bird's eye-esque view from afar if you're going to watch a show or anything. I think it's so cool that we have such a large attraction that you can very easily see. Unlike the little bit that might poke out of the top of the trees from Big Thunder.
That's true, but on Big Thunder Mountain, when you're on there, you get amazing views of the castle. I don't know if you've ever taken a picture from up there, but it is amazing. And when you're on Space Mountain, do me a favor, Danny, close your eyes, because that's what you see when you're on Space Mountain. I rest my case. Big Thunder Mountain forever.
I go Space Mountain hands down, but here's a little extra comment.
Okay.
You're pro Big Thunder. I'm pro Space Mountain. But if we threw Splash Mountain in the mix, which one is at the top of your list?
How do you do? Mighty fine to meet you. I love that song. I can't help it. I'm going to be so sad when it changes. I mean, you know, it'll no doubt be amazing, whatever they do to retheme it. But I will really, really miss Splash Mountain as we know it.
Like, it's one of those things where I wish that we could have both. Like, I love Space Mountain, but I think that we've talked about it on this show, or if not, just you and I have. I love The Princess and the Frog. Like, I love that movie. I love the music.
Great music.
So admittedly it's like the weirdest thing. It's like the phrase bittersweet on steroids because I am so excited for what they're going to make. Like I literally cannot wait for it. But at the same time, I like still don't want it to happen right now because I don't want Splash Mountain to go away just yet. So it's like literally pulling my own emotions in two totally different directions. But
I think it's cool that we both agree that if this was a 3-ride debate, Splash would win.
I know. I love it.
Sorry, Michelle. She said, oh, geez, now the song will be in my head all night long.
So, all right. I think that now it's time, in case everyone hasn't already voted, if you are Team Space Mountain, I almost said Splash Mountain, please vote for hashtag Team Danny down in the comments.
And if you love the wildest ride in the wilderness as much as I do, come ride with me and put hashtag Team Cat in the comments.
I would also like to recruit Angie on my team because I love Big Thunder. When comparing to space, I would use the term so-so. Maybe not in general, but I would say that. I would
never say so-so. It's so fun. And when you go around those really fast curves and people scream and yell, it's just so much fun. Everybody gets so into it. I mean, on Space Mountain, I feel like people are yelling for their lives because it's so dark. They don't know what's coming. But on Big Thunder Mountain, it's just like, woohoo! You know, everybody's just having a good time and, you know, trying to be funny. I have a much better experience there.
Did I ever tell you or everyone the story of what happened one time when I was there in October of last year, with our first trip back since all of the closures, and we got on Space Mountain for the first time, got off, and as we get off, a cast member was like standing there and like kind of like wasn't close, like distanced, but was like close enough that we were kind of like, what is this cast member doing? And he said to us, did you all have a good time? And we were like we didn't know how to respond. So we're like, yeah, like obviously we were like, what is he getting at? We're like, yeah, we love Space Mountain, of course. And he was like, you want to go on it again? And we were like, yeah. He was like, all right, let's go. He was like such a cool, nicer gentleman. He was awesome. And he was like, follow me around the corner. He's like, go straight down there and tell so-and-so. I forget his name. I wish that I had written it down at the time. But I was so busy with taking my phone that was then unzipped from my backpack, re-zipping it because it's the whole process of keeping everything secure. So I was like, oh boy, I got to remember this guy's name, of course, in one ear out the other in like 2 seconds.
That's a good point. You know, you're making me think of getting in and out of the ride vehicle. That Space Mountain little bobsled is not user friendly. I mean, if you've got a bag, and they're like, hurry up, we got to get this line moving. You're like, I don't know where to put my bag. It's going to fall out. I'll never see it again.
One other downfall of Space Mountain, if you do any type of shopping beforehand and you have like a backpack or a bag that like has your belongings in it, plus your shopping bag, at least for me, that's a pretty tight squeeze in that.
Really?
In that row, especially if you're not row 1, it is like,
yes,
you're gonna have quite the entertainment.
So I'll hold your bags. How about that? I will sit out. You're gonna make me go. I know you are.
There's another attraction that we're gonna have to talk about in a little bit that I'm very curious if you are gonna go on this trip.
If it's Mission Space, I'll save you the trouble and say no.
Nope, it's not. It's going to come up very soon. You know what? I'm going to cut.
Oh, you're going to say Tower of Terror.
I'm going to cut the outline. I'm going to just redo.
All right. Wow.
This was a truly spontaneous on the spot. So I was very excited to get to this question because A, it's something fun to think about for the trip. And B, I have a little kicker at the end for you. So
hold on, my brother came to my defense. Big Thunder, yes, thank you.
Hey, Kevin.
All the way. Kevin's out in California, so I'm totally going to make him try for tickets for reopening day of Disneyland. Make it happen. You know people.
That would be awesome. I would be so jealous. So now moving on to putting you back on the spot. And if you are new here, we forgot to ask for first timers. If you are new, let us know. Give us a little wave down in the comments. Let us know that it's your first show. We'd love to welcome anyone that joins for the first time. If this is your first time, once one of us holds up a spot sign, that means we have the chance to put the other co-host on the spot and ask them between 1 and 5 would you rather questions, but we always go for the full 5. So I am going to ask you, Kat, which attraction on-ride photo you are more excited to take together on this upcoming trip?
Oh, that's a good one.
Right? Yeah. I was kind of proud of myself for thinking of this. So, question number 1, Slinky Dog Dash or the Haunted Mansion?
Haunted Mansion. Slinky Dog is such a weird position. Like, I feel like you have to actually turn to look at the camera to get anything good. But we're riding it.
Of course. So, Haunted Mansion or Rock and Roller Coaster?
Ooh. Forgot about that one. Haunted Mansion.
Okay. Haunted Mansion or Space Mountain?
Space Mountain now.
Okay. Again, just a friendly reminder that Space Mountain does have an on-ride attraction photo, as does Splash, as does the Mine Train. But there's one mountain that seems to be missing from that list. So then Space Mountain or Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin?
Oh, that's going to be a fun one. I would say that over Space.
Okay. So Buzz or one of my favorite attractions that I am so excited for us to ride at Disney's Hollywood Studios, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
Buzz Lightyear.
Good answer.
So rotten. He knows I don't like Tower of Terror. He's trying to kill me, people.
So how are you feeling about that? Are you thinking, so first of all, great that Buzz is the winner. I see that a bunch of you guys were also sharing in the Tower of Terror love, which is awesome. So tell me your stance on the Tower of Terror going up.
I can just recreate the photo right now. That's what it's going to be. My eyes closed. I might be screaming. Terrible. What do you want to know? If I'm going to do it?
Yeah. How are you feeling about it? What are you thinking?
Right now, in the safety of my home? Sure. When we get there, it'll really depend. I think your mom's going to have to really talk me into that one. Does she go on it?
Yeah.
Then there's no hope for me.
We went on Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout in ECA, right?
I did not go on that. Craig went on that.
Craig went on that with Kara and I. That's right. I don't know where you were.
Not going on it. That's where I was. No. Was that it? Wait, that might have. Did I go to Club 33 that day? Were you? Oh, you weren't there that trip.
That trip. Nope.
Tanya is asking how I cannot love the Tower of Terror. I do not like heights, nor do I like free falling. So that answers that. I love the queue, and I've taken the chicken exit once, but I've ridden it. My daughter wanted to go on, and she was a little nervous, and I was like, I'll go on it. Yeah, but if mom goes on it, it's not that bad. Mom was white knuckling it the whole time. But I'll go. If I went on the Incredicoaster with you, there's really nothing I won't do.
Yeah.
That was definitely.
Hey, Chip. Chip is in the house. Chip, by the way, a couple of things about Chip. Chip is the husband of Tiffany Coburn from Voices of Liberty, and Chip supplied two, one, because I think that I'm keeping one, a amazing giveaway item. Chip recently recovered from COVID, so please send some hearts in the comments for Chip. We are so happy that he is now doing better. That is so amazing, makes me so happy. But he supplied and made, because Chip paints, sells, and he is incredible. He made a giveaway item for us to showcase.
That's amazing.
Here soon. I know. So that will be coming soon. I was going to put it in the plans, but when Chip wasn't feeling well, I didn't want to put that out when he wasn't maybe able to watch. So now that Chip is back and soon to be better than ever, we are going to put that on the agenda coming soon, because he is the best. And
I have a question for Chip, though. What does gesture control entail?
That's a good question.
I used to get overtime working gesture control on Tower of Terror. What is that? We need to know, Chip. Inquiring minds want to know. In the meantime, should I do?
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
All right, I'm ready.
I always go for the jugular and have you talk about food, but this one isn't too bad. I think I know where you're going to go with this. So your on the spot tonight is, which resort quick service would you rather eat at?
Okay, I love it.
Let's shine the spotlight on some of those lesser known places. So we'll start out with, and I know which one you're going to go with, Contempo Cafe at the Contemporary Resort or Captain Cook's at the Polynesian.
Captain Cook's, hands down.
Now you're going to have a little struggle. You're going to be on the struggle bus for this one.
Okay.
Captain Cook's or the Boardwalk Bakery?
Much harder, but I'm going to go Captain Cook's.
Okay. I don't even know if you've dined here, but I have, and it's really good. Captain Cook's or Roaring Fork at Wilderness Lodge?
I have, only on one trip, but a few times on that trip, and I loved it. They had great stuff, but still Captain Cook's.
Okay. Captain Cook's or Gasparilla Island Grill?
That's a great one. I think underrated. Some of their stuff is really good.
That's at the Grand Floridian, by the way.
Yes, but I'm still going to go Captain Cook's.
All right, and the last one, it's going to be a toughie for you.
Boy.
Captain Cook's or the Beach Club Marketplace?
You know, I love the Marketplace. I'm going to say the Marketplace at the Beach Club is probably, I don't know if I'm going to say the number one most underrated, but I might say the number one most underrated quick service restaurant at any Walt Disney World Resort hotel, because they have like typical stuff like a burger or flatbreads, but first of all, it's not very big. So you would go in and think like, there's really not a lot here. And there's not a ton of different options, but what gets me there is their specials. They have so many different rotating things. I don't like this, but everyone in my family always would go nuts for this like tuna sandwich they used to have that I haven't had like in years. But there's so many different things, like a pulled pork sandwich one time. There's like all sorts of different things, probably different soups even, or like creative flatbread, seasonal stuff. Obviously.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, and I love it. But all that being said, I have to stick with Captain Cook's for two primary reasons. You can probably name meatballs. Yeah. That's number one. And what could be number two? Do you have any idea?
The nachos.
Bingo. Nicely done.
Yeah, I know you. I know you. You went exactly how I thought you would. And thank you, Chip. That sounds like an amazing job that I would love to have. That does sound so fun. I would love to hear what you've had to edit out. I am sure there have been some winners. Charles says, thanks for taking the shininess out of my bald head and picks, Chip. I love it. Oh, so guess what time it is now?
Oh.
Put him on the spot, Danny.
That's right. Double on the spot means you guys are on the spot with one quick would you rather question. So the question is, would you rather use on your next visit to Walt Disney World the newly announced and newly debuted, it just started on, was it Tuesday of this week or Monday? The Disney Magic Mobile service, where essentially your phone can become your Magic Band. So would you rather use Disney Magic Mobile or continue to use your Magic Band?
Magic Band all the way. It's flair. I love it. I love the Magic Band.
Hold on.
You weren't wearing one tonight. You usually do.
I know.
You don't have a Space Mountain Magic Band?
No. My Magic Kingdom Magic Bands is where I'm like really
lacking. Is really off tonight.
I know. We're gonna have to do a lot of shopping.
Yes.
We're gonna have to make
So
I'm going to answer with arguably my favorite Magic Band ever, which is this. No. The Pandora one's my favorite that I have that like lights up pink and blue.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what this one says when I scan it anywhere in Epcot?
What?
I never told you or showed you what this one says.
You can hear what it says because I've got bands that say things and I'm always like, what did it say? It's always so loud.
Okay. Here's why you can hear. It's going to make so much sense.
Okay.
So it's orange and it lights up orange, which first of all, I love.
Yes.
And what you can hear is as you scan, it's the voice of the guy from Illuminations saying reflections of Earth, and that like very deep, robust,
like booming voice. Yeah.
So it's like very like reflections of Earth, and I'm like, there it is.
Bring that. I want to hear it.
I'm totally bringing that. And the cast members, like almost every time that I scan, I guess it's been like it's almost 5 years old already, so it's not like.
I hope it still works.
And it's 3,500 for the 35th anniversary edition size. So I guess it's not like that common to see. So like a lot of the cast members, I guess, haven't like maybe seen it before. And they're always like, oh, where did you get that? They're like, that is so cool.
That's cool.
Like so much fun that like they get like excited by something like that. It's just so much fun.
The most fun thing that happens to me when I scan my band is that it will pop up pink because I'm a DVC member. And the cast member, if they see that, they'll be like, welcome home. It's just so nice.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
I love that.
Lots of Magic Bands.
Penny, I really am. I don't know why, like, my pin collection that's right there just, like, escaped. You know what I have? I have a Space Mountain pin with Stitch on it that I got forever ago, and that would have been great.
What about?
I coulda, shoulda.
All right, what's next? Because apparently I closed my outline.
It's 9:04? How did that happen? Okay, so it is time for the dust and the dist. If you haven't been here for that before, Kat is the keeper of the dust list, dust as in pixie dust, where she logs all these amazing, incredible, fun, magical stories. I keep the opposite. This is where all the bad stuff goes, and this is called the dist list, or dist for short, DIS''D. So, Kat, would you like to go first and share your dust entry?
Sure. So, as I mentioned earlier, I was just at Walt Disney World last week. I was having an early lunch with Casey Bolt over at the Nomad Lounge. And we ordered the charcuterie board and the bread service, which, by the way, I know you are a huge fan of the bread service over at Sanaa. This one I liked better than that. Not that I like the actual bread better, but the dips, like I can't even get around the corner of the dips. Right? It's way too hot. But it had like some kind of ginger chutney and a hummus and some other kind of like dill dip or whatever. They were so good. So sidebar there. So I'm trying to stage the pictures for everything I need to take. We've got our drinks. I just got an iced tea because the night before I had way too many.
What was it? Way too many.
One too many whatchamacallits. I can't even remember what it's called. The Grandma slushy.
Yes.
Yeah, so
What
I was
are you
off the
talking
drinking.
about?
Yeah, I was off the drinking. So I just got this really flavorful iced tea. And as I'm trying to move things to get the right picture, that iced tea just goes a I felt so bad, and our waiter, who is getting on the dust list, Jamal, was such a sport about it. You know him?
I've had him. Yep.
He's so nice. So he came over, and I was like trying to clean it up, and he's like, no, I got it. And I was like, I am so sorry. I felt so bad. And he actually told me, he's like, I have to tell you, don't worry about it. I spilled your first iced tea all over the place back there. So he just made me feel so much better. And then he was kind of like joking with me about it. Like he came over, he's like, you all right? You're not going to spill anything else? So he just made me feel so much better. I felt terrible for doing it. And so Jamal, you're going in the dust, my friend.
That is so great. I know exactly who you're talking about. And I'm surprised that I remembered a name like that. I'm not great with quickly remembering names.
Okay. There we go. There it is.
Do you want to know why I love that. Do you want to know why I remember Jamal?
Why?
This is going to tie us right back to the start of the show. My brother had a WWE shirt on, and he said the catchphrase of the people that were on his shirt. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, did I just hear that? And he told us he was a fan and loved his shirt.
Awesome.
I know. So we ended up talking about the previous WrestleMania that we were at. It was such a fun conversation.
That's so crazy.
I know. Okay.
All right, it's time.
Here we go. And I think how crazy is it that we are going to, I would think by chance, hopefully not, but more likely than not, experience things that will be dust and dist worthy together. So when we tell these stories, we're going to know exactly what happened. So anyway, I think everyone here is going to agree with me 100%. I'm going to go out on the limb and say that because I bought a shirt for this upcoming trip that has the People Mover logo. It's a whole cool People Mover design. Got it from a great shop on Etsy. Bought that shirt so I can wear it when I ride the People Mover for the first time in forever, since it was planned to be open before this trip. As I take the pen out and start to flip the pages toward the back of the book, by the way, we learned, was it late yesterday, I think, that they once again extended the People Movers refurbishment until, as of now, I guess the rumor, I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but at least rough time is May 1st.
I know.
So that really ruins this game plan that I had of wearing this People Mover shirt on the People Mover for our Magic Kingdom Day for this trip. So I hate to do it, and I apologize for doing it, but to the Magic Kingdom maintenance team, or whoever decided to extend this refurbishment of the People Mover and not just figure out and what needs to be done or put additional resources towards reopening it, doing anything under the sun to get that attraction open. Do you know what happens when, after I purchase a shirt just to ride that attraction, you extend the closure? Do you know what happens?
I do.
Because I know what happens. Magic Kingdom maintenance team and Disney decision makers that cause this, you're on the list.
I'll tell you, the People Mover is running most times. Then you'll see people up there walking around. And then when I sat down to eat the sweet cream cheese pretzel, and I took my first bite and I was like, oh, this is a disappointment. Danny owes me $7. I heard the Mr. Tom Morrow, that whole thing. And I'm like, oh, did they open it? Is it a miracle? Am I getting paid because I ate this pretzel? But no, it was total psych. didn't happen. And I planned my trip that I took last week because I thought Remy's Ratatouille would be open.
I would have thought so too.
So they can go on the disc too. There it is.
Whoever is responsible.
Open the people mover.
I know. So until next time.
Oh, I hope so, Patty. And whoever was asking about the gluten-free churros at Nomad Lounge, amazing. They are really, really good.
Very, very. I haven't had them in a while, but it's very good.
Chip, we have them shaking in their boots, no doubt.
Right. I mean, if that angry face that I just put on where my pen doesn't convince them,
and you were in particularly good form with your click tonight.
I did. Thank you. I tried. I've been practicing. So I think that is everything that we have planned for tonight. I mean, it's going to be 10 days from now that we will be together in Epcot doing all kinds of unbelievable, crazy stuff. And I cannot believe it. But before we sign off, Penny has a question. I have no idea. I would have thought that would have been much closer too. It feels like it's been a very long time.
Well, we do have to cut them a little slack. There was COVID, lots of lost revenue.
True.
So, I think everything just seems like it's taken a lot longer than it should because projects were put on hold. People couldn't work and all that. So I'm with you though, Penny. Like, can we get Epcot to look halfway decent? I mean, you walk in there and it's just like construction walls. Let's put a cute little, monument and put some flags so maybe they don't see the construction walls. Which they're very cool. And, at night, that obelisk type of thing, it changes color. It's really very, very cool. And I just can't wait for those walls to be down.
We have to spend a decent amount of time in that entrance area because I have seen the pylons and the fountain, but I haven't seen those color changing lights and the flags in the front. I'm like so excited to see that.
Yeah, that was really
other than like pictures and videos. I think it's going to be so cool.
I think we originally were going to Trattoria Al Forno, but I think maybe, well, I don't know. With Epcot being open late, we could have dinner and then bounce back.
We could. That's not a bad idea.
Think about that one.
Huh. That's something to toss around.
All right. So anyway.
All right. So thank you all so much. This was such a fun night and so exciting that we got to make that big, fun announcement at the start of the show. So you will be seeing us live from Walt Disney World very, very soon. But until then, I am Danny McBride.
I am Cat Wolf. Have a super magnifantastical, 10 days? Because we'll come live and do a show from Disney.
Oh, yes, we will. And we'll see you real soon.
We'll see you real soon. Good night, everyone.